football. More than 87,000 will be watching that Eagle fly over. The Sooners will put total weather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Auburn Tigers offense will get first crack at it here. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was
turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Denson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want want to chase a championship, really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He's out, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Tigers.
I love this free safety, how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia Tech ran roughshod over the competition today en route to a double-digit victory. And they looked clean doing it. And I don't just mean in those gorgeous gold unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Jefferson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
To the air on first down. Finds a tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
To the air on second down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jefferson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. The option look. He'll pitch it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Owens. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the run. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. He'll keep it himself. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On the option. Powers through. Touchdown Sooner. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to the run. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Let's see what they do on third down. Back to pass, it's Denson. On the move and looking deep. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Sooners will hustle to the line. Rides to back and leaves it. Makes a man miss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Denson. He's got the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Handoff from the gun. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That's caught. It's stolen. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They punted away on 4th down. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Looking downfield, it's Owens. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard instead. It's 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The give from the gun.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get. Right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Slithers into space. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. To the air, it's Owens. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's caught. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Jordan-Hare.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The Sooners in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Owens. Got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They'll try to snap it quickly.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Ferguson. He goes down at the 47 after a 5-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. With the catch, it's Ferguson. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. The inside handoff. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. This crowd knows when to bring it. Looking for the score. Touchdown Sooners. Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Back to throw. It's Denson. Lofts one high and deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. They make the stop, but this junior loves to show off his arm strength, and he did it there. Got a man. It's Stone. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run.
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Auburn lines up quickly.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense in the hurry up. Caught in the backfield, it's Stone. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. He breaks a tackle. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The short hands, it's Jefferson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
And the offense showing off this short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They'll try the run. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and 8. Long way to go. They'll move the tight end. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. 14. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of turning it on, ripping through the defense. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Back to throw, it's Denson. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The kick is on its way. Wants to bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Fields. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners are flying down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll sneak it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
2nd down coming up. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooners have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Gets it out quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Pulls and fires complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Jefferson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
On the run, it's Fields. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the move, he fires. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Direct snap. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Sam Houston is currently up big right now. I got to think Huntsville, Texas is ready to party long into the night. They're up 14 over ULM.
To the air, it's Denson.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Caught in the backfield. It's Kamara. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a crease, it's Fields. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When you know you have a team out of class, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.